my dudes, look at what I'm wearing today. Yes, I'm wearing a Friends t-shirt. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're doing something I've never done. Actually, I've done it before. I did it with Sarah Burgess is a loser. I'm not gonna link the video down below because I remember what I said and I don't trust what I said, so I'm just gonna leave that alone. What we are gonna talk about, however, today is definitely, look at me trying to make you guys see. Anyway, today we're gonna talk about a series that I've watched recently, like 2 days ago, which is SISTAS on BET. I am not a professional movie critic. If you came here for actual professional criticism, bruh, I'm not gonna ask you to leave, but expect the unexpected. You know what I love about this movie? First of all, is when it was given credit, it starts off giving credit, and it is written, directed, and executively produced by Tyler Perry, which I love because, let me tell you, first of all, I love this man, and I love the fact that he actually is doing exactly what he said he did. He said in a speech that he gave for something that he won, I think last year, if not the year before that, when he said, while everybody was busy doing whatever they were doing, something, like I don't remember the exact words, but he said this: I was building my own table, and they would, I think something like they would come to eat at my table, something of the sort. But that just resonated in my heart so hard that build your own freaking table. If your ideas are unorthodox, if the doors won't open, bang them open, break them open, which is my theory in life, which is why I love this, because someday I'm gonna have to write, direct, and actually produce my own show, because as you will notice with this video is that my ideas are very unorthodox and not very common for the popular society right now. But I know that there are people who actually agree with me. And even if there wasn't, I would always create just for the satisfaction of creating, just like I create my videos for the satisfaction. Now, let's move on. It's about these 4 single women. Now, they are gorgeous. Bruh, let me tell you. If you don't watch this movie for anything else, you can be like me. Listen, when I started watching Grey's Anatomy, I only watched it for the hot guys. Let me tell you. Grey's Anatomy got some hunks. Right now, not as much as before, because let's face it, the first 10 seasons are the best. But these sisters, bruh, these ladies are so gorgeous. They got the perfect hairstyle, which makes it, I think that's one of the reasons that I actually watched the whole 16 episodes that I've watched so far, is it's just beautiful to see, like, ladies that look, okay, no, actually, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm gorgeous. Anyway, but it's just so beautiful to see people who look like me with hairstyles like me. Definitely do not have these crazy colors on their heads, but like getting cornrows and braids and just, you know, twists, and like 10 years back I never saw stuff like that on screen, and now I do, and my heart is stupid happy, and it just I'm living for it. And they have style. And okay, now starting off, girl number 1, Andy, beautiful, loyal, powerful lady, like good at what she does. Andy, now guess what, she's dating a married man. Yeah, spoiler alert, he married. Which brings me to the opening scene of this series. Sex scenes are disgusting. I know, unpopular opinion. But let me tell you, if I wanted to watch a man and a woman cahoot, I would watch porn. Listen, if I signed up for a movie, don't give me too many details. Don't show me too much skin. Don't just why are you showing me too much skin? Bruh, I don't need it. I don't want it. I'm here for the plot and the storyline and the gorgeous outfits. Anywho, I spoke very passionately about that because really, it's just like right now in Hollywood, everything you watch is just like, no, bruh. I know that's what most people like, but as I said, this video is gonna be very unorthodox. So, anyway, that was the opening scene, which can be very discouraging for a person like me who doesn't necessarily like those scenes a lot, because it can give the idea that the rest of the movie is gonna have that many sex scenes. But really, I don't even remember any other. Maybe one. I don't really remember any other sex scene apart from that one. Maybe I skipped it. Maybe I was in the room or something. But now, getting back to Andy, my dude. This girl, super powerful, super incredible. Like so many other ladies that I've watched, finding yourself dating a married man. And sometimes, just like in this case, you know, like you find out even prior to you guys being in a relationship that he married, but you stay because he's gonna leave his wife. But I say this in my Instagram story and I'm gonna say it again. Dude, even if he leaves his wife, which in this case, to where I've gotten, their divorce ain't final. Listen, is this really how you want to start your relationships? Because this is why I watch movies. Movies make me think. I relate movies to my reality. It's just a beautiful reminder. And I love how the movie is going because, listen, it's episode 16 and they're probably going to get divorced. And, you know, Andy and Gary probably going to get together. By the way, Gary's my least favorite. Maybe it's because of my, like, already preconceived hate for, like, for situations like that. Maybe that's why I don't like him as a character. I don't even like seeing him. Every scene with him, I'm just like, why are you still here? Like, you know, move on. There's another hot guy who I really hope is the one that ends up with Danny. There's a hot grandson that will come all the way. Who's, bruh, he's hot. Anyhow, some bald. I'm not even to like bald or beard game thing, but he's got height and all that. It's hard for a girl to not accept the facts that she's extremely attractive. Karen. Now, Karen, I love Karen. If you're looking for a movie that just shows sisterhood and like the crazy gifs and rides of sisterhood, I really do love this movie and recommend, this series, and recommend because they really do show the kind of friendship where, like, if you ask, do I have a sharp tongue? I'm the kind of friend who will tell you that, sweetie, yes you do. See, the way you be telling people out and breaking them into pieces is really not the way to go. Like, it really does remind me of my own friendships and how we can be real, raw, and honest about things that we keep doing that are foolish or stupid or, like, you know, bad for ourselves. And I inspire you to be in the kind of friendships. If you're in the kind of friendships where your friends can tell you when you're acting a fool, recheck your friendships. Anyhow, bringing it back to Karen, my girl, Salinist, and whatever. Faith, if you're watching this, I totally think Karen is you. I mean, you're not that opinionated, but with the hair and skinniness, I just relate. If you watch this channel, you probably know who Faith is. Anywho, so I don't like her with Zach. Why? Because Zach cheated on her, and I don't know, I just don't like them together. Which brings me to the fact that I actually like Zach and Danny together, which I know is wrong because in reality, I can't see myself dating any of my friends' exes. One, because most of them are trash, which is why they're exes. But two, because, bruh, even if they're the best person in the world, they're my friends' exes, so that's pretty tough. But in my heart of hearts, I hope, because it's a movie, may Zach and Danny end up together. Why? Because there's this one scene, which is what I always say. I think I've said this in one of my standards video. Do I understand male and female best friendships? I understand them. They're fine. But seems like there was one instance where they weren't friends, and he saw a side of her that made him, you know, think twice, and she buried her feelings in being funny while hiding the fact that she can be vulnerable. Now, facts say that they have a connection, and I like their connection. I like how they get each other and their vibe, and like Danny's too much and Zach is like, I don't know, man. Anybody else out there shipping Danny and Zach? Oh, I'm just the only weird one. It's fine. I'm the only weird one. Which brings me to another man, Preacher Man. I love Preacher Man. Preacher Man has this beard. Again, there's a lot of bald beard game going on in this movie. Plus, everyone in this movie works out. Again, casting. Like, I like what I see. So, which is, why did they do that? I don't know. Point is, bruh, he did something that I can relate with. He wanted to divorce the wife because she cheated. And, you know, at first I thought she cheated once. And then the more it went on, she cheated multiple times. So I can understand him wanting to get out of that situation because it's the same thing with me. One of my biggest prayers is just, God, I already prayed for my husband. I'm not married. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't even have a date tonight. Or any night. oh, it's the Rona. No, it's just my life. Anywho, now, really, when I think about ever being cheated on, like ever breaking my trust, I can't even fathom. So I understand him for like just wanting that divorce right away. Like just leave me alone, woman. Like, you already done enough, which we all eventually realized that she crazy. But from the first scene, listen, if you ever watched any, I think, Tyler Perry movie or any like movie with that kind of theme, like ex-crazy wife, the first time you see the wife, you're like, oh yeah, she's psycho. She's definitely gonna do something psycho. Like, she showed all the signs. So when she did what she did, which I'm not gonna say, just in case there's anybody that hasn't watched it, I'm not gonna say what she's gonna end up doing. But when she did what she did, I was just like, of course she blew up. Of course she's psycho. She showed all the signs. Anywho, let's talk about my girl Danny. And so far, where I came, she's already met the white guy, and let me tell you, I don't really understand this white person. But also, that came out wrong. Anyway, he's like a polite man that doesn't say anything. The only time I ever see him saying a lot of things is when Zach comes in the middle of them, you know, in the middle of their shenanigans. And I am like, that's the one time that he speaks, and he speaks sense, which makes me really, really not understand him, but like him. You know, like, if you're a silent person, I get that. If I talk too much like this, I definitely want a guy who doesn't talk a lot. Like, that's just period. I love my girl Danny, which is also why I don't like my girl Danny. I don't know, maybe I am that person, but see, the thing with Danny is that she's not just honest. She's also a blabbermouth, which I'd like to believe I'm over that stage. Like, I don't say what I'm not meant to say, which is what she does. Like, when she spilled out Zach's secret, I'd be caught dead before I do that. I talk a lot, but what I don't do is say stuff I'm not supposed to be saying. Like, bruh, there has to be a line where, like, I talk too much, but there are things I would never say, because they're like... Now, she got pissed when she heard that her friends talked behind her back, and the reason, I remember Sabrina, ooh, my girl Brina. Anyway, I remember Brina, is that what they call her in the movie? I feel like they call her something else. I don't know. But I'm going to call her Brina. Well, my girl Brina told Danny that the reason why the others leave her out of the conversation is that she can, say things she's not supposed to say. Like, she can talk a lot, which, you know, it's true. When you end up saying things you weren't supposed to people that you weren't supposed to, people are gonna leave you out, and you don't get pissed. But I get why she was pissed. They said it behind the back, blah 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 blah. And well, my biggest fear is just becoming the person that says things that they're not supposed to say. Okay, I am trying so hard to control my mouth, hence my love for her, which because I can relate to her more than anybody else when it comes to personality or whatever. And also, she gives me Tiffany Haddish vibes, like, straight up, they're cousins. I don't know if these people are told to act this way. I don't know if this is their natural way of bringing out the funny black person, and I would think it's fake, except I am that person in real life. So, like, the loud, talks a lot, cusses a lot, which I don't. Oh, that's another thing. This movie does have cusses, which I really don't like, but, you know, I can control everything, which is why I'm going to make my own movies and make sure no one swears. Anywho, like, cuss a lot, just, there's always that one black person, which I can relate to those girls, and so I'm not surprised when every time they put together black women movies, there's always that one friend, because I kind of am that friend, so it's alright. And then finally we got my girl Brina. A moment of silence for Brina, and the fact that she is the most gorgeous woman on planet Earth. If I was a man, I would want her to have my babies. But also, her character is one of the most lack of identity, lack of knowing thyself, lack of knowing what thyself wants in the world, which pisses me the heck off. Because let me tell you, my dude, this is why I make standards videos, okay? Girls like Brina are the reason why I make standard videos. Like, bruh, know who you are, know what. Ooh, somebody burned something. Where Marage Mungua? Back to the movie. Listen, so this girl meets a guy. Really hot guy. So they finally have ice cream or whatever it is they're having. This guy straight up kisses another guy in the mouth. And this girl, now, at first she did what I would do. Okay, actually no, I wouldn't do that. I would actually finish the date. I would also express, now this is my personality. My personality would not be flee. Because like, I like answers. So I would confront him. Not in like, oh my gosh, why did you just kiss a guy? How dare they? I'll just be like, excuse me, are you bi? And if he tells me no, I would ask him, then why did you kiss a man in the lips? Which then would bring up the conversation that that's how he grew up and the whole story about how he grew up with 2 dads and all that. Which, if that story had come up before me seeing him kiss a man on the lips, I actually am one of those people that wouldn't mind. I don't care what you grew up with. Because listen, everybody had their own growing up. If you have managed to come out of it and like have similar values as me, that's alright. Because now, the reason why I wouldn't be able to go on with this situation is because you already showed to me that how you were raised did affect the person that you became. Because now you think it's normal to kiss other men on the mouth, which, you know, y'all liberal, open-minded people, that's okay. Go date a liberal, open-minded person. I'm just not that person, which Sabrina is showing that she's not that person, except she's struggling to be something that she's not by struggling to change the man into something that he's not. Which, listen, that situation is one, but what you don't realize, if you watch Sabrina and get pissed, think about your own relationships and how many times you knew he a cheater, you knew he a liar, you knew he did all the things that you saw all the red flags, but you still keep jumping in deeper and deeper and deeper. And I know as you go farther, there's the scene where the dad comes and explains what he went through, but bruh, listen, when Sabrina tries to express to this guy the things that she don't like, he gets mad and pissed off and he feels attacked, which I get. Sabrina says it in a tone that's gonna piss any guy off, but listen, you don't walk off and make me beg you like, I'm so sorry for thinking that you wearing lace undies is abnormal, I'm so sorry. Like, it's actual madness. Like, bruh, why would I apologize? I know, maybe you would, but I am unable to cut. The fact that she apologized after getting pissed because, you know, men's wearing lace undies, which, you know, I would never find myself in that situation in the first place, because best believe you ain't getting sex before marriage. This is me giving my opinions about the show in relation to what we encounter every single day. The reason why I like making this review is that I like making relationship videos about relationships. I like talking about relationships because I see a lot of people suffering for trouble that they put themselves into. I see girls who hate men, and you hear a lot in this movie about men are trash, but I see ladies who keep putting themselves in trashy positions and then telling men are trash. There's this place where Danny says, what's wrong with me? And Karen goes, you forgot the N, which means what's wrong with men? No, baby, it's what's wrong with me. Because ask yourself, not in like some beat yourself down, think you're less than situation, but in some, if you knew that you are worthy and important in the first place, why did you date a married man and then start complaining when the married man cheated on you, when the married man won't leave his wife, when the married man, he was married. Karen, if Zach ever messes up again, you knew he cheated. Why did you go back? You chose your portion. I don't know what your values are, but you need to have them. You need to know what you can say yes to and no to, and not be coming around and like, Calvin, I'm sorry. Girl, you're too gorgeous. You're too worthy. So stop letting men, keyword being letting, men treat you like trash, because most of the times we be letting them treat us like trash. Know who you want and stand for it, but also don't stand for it in a way that's just gonna, you know, don't put up a persona that's gonna blow off men and say men are trash, when really all you did was let trashy men don't treat you right, you know. Anyway, I've only watched 16 episodes so far. I'm probably gonna be back to talk about the rest of the episodes. So far, I'd say I like the show. I wouldn't give it 4.6 out of 10. I would say maybe 7 out of 10. It's alright. I like it. I really do. Like, girls are gorgeous, got excellent style. I love watching people dressing nice. I just love watching girls dressing nice. I like the reflection, the realities of all of it, because I look at every single relationship and I can see how that's genuine. I like the friendship, the sisterhood, the like just bickering and all that. Like, that's all real. I've seen that in my real life, so I can relate, which is beautiful. But also another thing, on the end note, if you're a 14-year-old watching this, that is watching them drown their sorrows in wine and weed, I would just like to tell you, sweetie, you don't have to aspire to that. There is also sisterhood, where you get together, and when the man ain't acting right, you hold hands and pray and actually deal with the problem instead of distracting yourself with wine and weed. This is not me being judgmental of how you deal with your problems. I'm just saying, to the 14-year-old who's aspiring to become someone and doesn't know what to do with their life, I'm giving you an option. You know, that this isn't how all adults deal with their problems, okay? You don't always have to sit together and drink and smoke and get high to solve problems. There's also prayer and getting down on your knees and searching the word and fasting together. That's also sisterhood goals, and that's also squad goals. And one day I'm gonna make my own movie where they do that. And maybe nobody's gonna watch, or maybe everybody's gonna watch, but I will make it. Best believe. Anyway, that was just me feeling like making a video. Hope you enjoyed it. There was a fan blowing behind. Maybe you couldn't watch it because the sound was off, but if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video.